What's up, peoples? Mr. Anomaly coming at you again. Another day with Mr. A. Shout out to brother Rom Wills. I wanted to do a reaction, slight piggyback off men put themselves in the friend zone. Men put themselves in the friend zone. You know, I've often said matches made in Tartarus, matches made in Hades. Dudes who try to slow pimp their way into clapping cheeks. And you know, like I said, I talk about everybody. I talk about society. I just critique Babylon. And, you know, one thing I've noticed is, you know, normie men who like are in denial about, I don't know if this romantic program, these, like I said, women are under this romantic Prince Charming program, and I guess dudes are under this Captain Save-A-Ho programming. But, both parties, in my opinion, belong together. But let me let him go in real quick, and I'm gonna add my 2 cents. That's all I want to do a reaction. Is I'm gonna add Mr. A's spin. Here we go.
With yet another video. Men put themselves in the friend zone. Men put themselves in the friend zone. Yeah, I had talked about friend zone in a long time, and I was inspired. Somebody had mentioned in a comment yesterday about the friend zone. So, you know, I haven't talked about that in a while. And even the last time I talked about it, I talked about men using the friend zone for their own benefit. But in all fairness, and mom gotta be fair. That's something pimp players and Max would do. Most dudes ain't pimp players or Max. Most dudes, if they get put in the friend zone, they just regular dudes, and mesmerized by the beauty or the body of the woman. You know, they like those big old breasts or that butt dump or those thick thighs and say lies.
Mesmerized, enamored.
Yeah. And a pimp, a Mac can put a woman into the friend zone because, well, pimps, they all about the money anyway. Players, they usually got 3 or 4 other women to stroke. They can put a woman in the friend zone, and a Mac can put a woman into a friend zone. They got women to stroke.
You know, I just think about the the spiritual connection that most of these people on who are out here in these streets. You know, these women. That's why I say they can see. If you're not out there like that, they can see you, mesmerized, like you said, mesmerized by her looks, mesmerized by her body. You know, these women are getting Vince McMahon by dudes who are used to them, thanks to social media. They don't have to live in their vicinity. They can get flued out and get Vince McMahon on, and then here your monkey ass is trying to take her out on a proper date. Those guys don't get mesmerized by her looks. They're in abundance. They got an abundance mind state. That's why they can see most of these dudes coming. I'm getting ahead of myself.
They can put a woman into a friend zone, just put her on the shelf to wait. And in fact, since they got women to stroke, they can think, okay, can she bring me some money? But let's be real. Most men who get put in the friend zone, they want that woman romantic. You know, they the guys that hear those words. You're a nice guy, but or you like a brother to me or something. You know, they be hearing all that stuff, right?
They're already tainted. They are already imprinted by certain individuals. They see you coming a mile away. You don't match the same frequency.
But here's the thing, though.
The reason I'm talking about this is because I'm always amazed of I keep hearing these women. It's like they keep having at bats with men. I just like critiquing it because men, I've been done with dudes for the longest time. That like normie dudes, man, they're still like out here trying to do it the right way. I'm gonna win her over. I'm gonna slow pimp my. It's like it doesn't work like that. 2025, you deserve all the smoke, man. And most of these dudes, in my opinion, are just as full of crap because they want to clap cheeks, but they don't want to pay for it. I don't condone either way, but if you're gonna do it, you might as well just go and just, you know, in my opinion, might as well go and just pay for it, and get it out the way.
Themselves in the friend zone. And now, hear me out. Hear me out. Don't be one of those people don't hear out the whole thing and then try to come up with some long ass paragraph that really didn't address what I was saying. And trust me, I can tell with some comments. People be commenting before the video finished out. I said, okay, they ain't hear the whole thing, right? Men put themselves in the friend zone because for one simple reason. No matter what the woman says or does, you have to agree to it. Because what happens is this: a woman will say, "Oh, let's just be friends" or whatever, and a man will go for it because he's still trying to get the woman. Now, y'all remember, I said before I really got into body, that
One thing I have noticed too, a lot of times women are honest with the dudes that they're not really that into. They'll be honest with them, and dudes will still like, she'll come around one day, but it never does.
there's some women that put me in the friend zone. I remember one in particular. She said, "No, she just wanted to be friends." I was like, "Yeah, okay." But then she wanted to go out, and I was like, I don't pay for friends. I don't pay for friends.
Makes sense to me. Wanting to be friends, but let's go out. And one thing I know about a lot of normie guys is it's going to cost me the woman when you stand on principle. So I know like most dudes aren't standing on business. And most women, they're not used to it because if you are a man who stands on business, they most of them are like shocked. It's like, wow, it's a rare spawn. So most dudes out here are still gumps, man, in my opinion. But let's keep going.
Shoot, that was another woman I remember wanted to hang out and stuff. We ended up getting together. But, at first we were friends. I was like, I'll talk to you on the phone. But no one had nothing to do at the time. But I was actually stroking somebody at the same time talking to her. I actually let them talk.
Damn.
But I said she wanted to hang out. And I was like, no, I don't hang out with my female friends like that. Because a man has control over it. Oh man, here's a popo right in front of me today. They trying to get their money. They trying to get their money. Anyway, right? A man, he puts himself in a friend zone because what happens is this. The woman say, "Oh, let's just be friends." Now, many men, I would even say most men, they still want that woman regardless. They don't understand the game of the woman choosing.
They don't understand the game of the women choosing. I wanted to play that because I got a clip I wanted to play. The woman will be up front and tell the guy it is what it is, and his gump ass will still. And I realize with like a lot of guys in this space, because a lot of dudes want to clap cheeks, but they want to do it on that approach, but then turn around and get upset when they feel like they're being used for foodie calls. Shout out to Coach on that one, because that actually makes a lot of sense. That's why dudes feel like they're being used, because he's just as full of shit as a woman, in my opinion. She see you coming a mile away. She knows you're not the Pookie that imprinted her. She knows you're not the Richard Ramirez. She knows you're not the Ted Bundy. But you want two peas in a pod. Both of them are full of shit as far as I'm concerned. Like I said, that video I had before they deleted my channel, 40 plus, haven't been on a date, got a lot of views. And one's like, man, if you're trying to clap cheeks, you don't got to do all that, man. But again, eyes bigger than the belly, like the woman more than she likes him. You're going to have to trick. Well, let me let this woman say something real quick, just to piggyback off what Rom said. Here we go.
There's one guy that I dated who was so nice, so cute, took me up.
I'm sorry to stop it real quick. I might do a reaction to this woman. Again, she's getting at bats. This woman, post Waller, divorced the decent husband because no emotional connection. She even admitted all this. Was in the streets after she divorced her simp husband, getting pounded out by Pookie, who's not doing any of this. He is not doing any of what this guy's doing right here. And these women be talking about low effort dating. I just like critiquing this because you got to be a freaking court jester to be taking this seriously, man. Listen to what this guy is going to be doing, and then see if he gets the cheeks. Listen to this. Listen to this. I mean, again, you got to be dudes are choosing this, man. I'm done feeling sorry for guys at this point. There's too much information out here, man. Too much. These women are free sexually, and you playing this game? These women are free sexually, and you want to play this game, bro?
Don't make me laugh.
Don't make me laugh. I got to do a review on Edge Runners. My boy Adam Smasher. That's my nigga right there, bro.
There's one guy that I dated who was so nice, so cute, took me on the best date, so fun. Like, we had fun. Every single date we had fun. But I did not feel emotionally connected to him. Like, I didn't feel, and it wasn't even that I wasn't attracted to him, because he was an attractive guy, but there was just something lacking, and I was able to recognize it quickly.
Not even worth my time. They all sound the same because they're all tethered to the same chaotic spirit, man. They're all sucking on the teat of chaos. That's why they all sound the same. You can recognize that quickly.
How would you make a guy wait before you give it up to him?
I'm sorry, y'all.
Depends on if I like him or if I'm physically attracted to him and the energy is.
You can't fake attraction, bro. You can't fake attraction. And it's not even just it's an energy, it's a spirit thing too. Because she said the dude was attractive, but it still wasn't enough. It's not all about the looks.
If I'm physically attracted to him and the energy is there and I think it's mutual and I feel as though there's respect, it could be sooner than later. But if I feel as though this is somebody who is a long play, like you can kind of gauge that. Like initially you're like, okay, you're just short term, or no, you actually have qualities that I could see bringing us into the future, then that person I might have would wait a little bit longer.
You can't fake the imprint, man. You can't fake the spirit, bro. That's why I say just be yourself, man. That's my whole message. My whole point of all this is be your goddamn self. This should be liberating. This should be liberating for you, man. That's why I don't give a damn. I'm me, man. I ain't molding myself. Woe to the man that molds himself to try to win this over. Who damns his soul to try to win that Jezebel over, bro. Be yourself, bro. Fuck it. That's just my opinion.
I did not feel emotionally connected to him. Like I didn't feel, and it wasn't even that I wasn't attracted to him, because he was an attractive guy, but there was just something lacking, and I was able to recognize it quickly. I was able to recognize it quickly, and instead of being like, oh, he's so nice, he's such a nice guy, he treats me so nice, he has money, I don't have to worry about anything with it. This is what we do as women. We talk ourselves in to situations that we.
I don't know how many clips I got to keep playing with these dudes. Again, get the money for you, but if you think that's going to guarantee you 100% obedience and submit, especially with these women who already been pounded out already, man. I mean, what are y'all doing, bro? Dudes need to be realistic out here, man. You know what? I'm doing it on the fly because I should just have this always on hand. I don't know why. I don't. Shame on me. Yep, I don't know why I didn't.
Always remember, gang first, last.
Bro, I'm telling you, man. That should just humanize. Let's keep going. I went on a little tangent there.
Want to be in, because I don't have to worry about anything with it. This is what we do, is recognize it quickly, and instead of being like, oh, he's so nice, he's such a nice guy, he treats me so nice, he has money, I don't have to worry about anything with it. This is what we do as women. We talk ourselves in to situations that we genuinely don't want to be in, because there's almost like a guilt that you feel when someone's nice to you and treats you great, but you don't feel connected with them, to them in a wrong. Don't have to worry about anything with it. This is what we do as women. We talk ourselves in to situations that we genuinely don't want to be in, because there's almost like a guilt that you feel when someone's nice to you and treats you great, but you don't feel. There's almost like a guilt that you feel.
In my opinion, bro, I think dudes be trying to. I think a lot of guys be trying to get these women to feel sorry for them so they sleep with them, man. Am I wrong here? I really think I'm talking about normie dudes. I'm not talking about the guys that are see through this crap. I'm talking about normies that are still doing this in 2025 onward. Again, these women, they're not running out of. Again, when they say that there aren't any men, it's not the men that they want. These men are intimidated. The men that they want aren't cooperating. They got dudes. There's always going to be a guy, man. Guilt. Trying to guilt them into some pussy, bro. And again, the dudes who are about it are already using and abusing them. Vince McMahon and all them, they're already Vince McMahoning them. The only guys that are playing this game are dudes who are playing this game, court jesters, the guys who are playing this warped fairy tale with them. They don't man with two sets of stones out here being productive and got options, tolerating. Who's doing that? What kind of man is tolerating this? A court jester. Dudes who put themselves in the friend zone. I'm already went on a little tangent. We're not even done yet. Let me finish this up because y'all be cooking, man. Let me keep going.
Nice to you and treats you great, but you don't feel connected with them, to them in a romantic way. Like as a friend, we can be friends all day.
Low effort dating, y'all. This dude's putting in all kinds of effort. She said we can be friends all day.
I just wasn't feeling it. So I had to, I had to tell him, that that's how I felt because I wanted to be honest and I felt like, he kind of wanted to push things along and it just wasn't.
She told him, let's just be friends. And he still wanted to push things along. Men put themselves in the friend zone. I agree with Rom on this. You know these women are banging. You know they're fucking somebody. And dudes are full of crap because you're not trying to get married or anything. You're just trying to get laid. Just admit it. Go on and pay for it. Like Coach say, go to the JUCO. I want her to like me for me. Pookie and Chad get it for free. You're not them. These women have already been used and abused by them, and they can see you coming a mile away. That's why all these dating coaches and all these courses are failing. You can't fake this, man. Y'all, we don't keep looping it in. Y'all know how we do, man. Y'all know how we do. Talking all that crap. Divorce, post-wall, ran through by poop, and still got dudes out here trying to. And that's hey man, you go right on ahead. You want to be a court jester, you go right on ahead, man. Let me see what brother what else we got to talk about here. Let me.
They don't understand that they should only deal with a woman who chose them. They in that little game of gotta convince the woman to like them.
And that's what leads. This is what leads to the average blue pill normie relationship. You base your relationship. You base the foundation of your relationship. What did he just say?
Which is little game of gotta convince the woman to like them.
That never stops. How you start is how you finish. That never stops. Convincing her to like you always got to keep doing that forever. Just like in the opposite, she has to keep with her actions, show why she wants to be in your life, man. Again, that's that the modern woman ain't gonna. That you're gonna eliminate 99%, but it is what it is. I say good. Yeah, I agree, brother Ron. Let's keep going.
Which is a game by women because they know they don't like that guy, but they know the guy's gonna take them out to dinner, take them out to all these places, do all this stuff for them, knowing they don't want that guy. But that's the woman's game. And see, they'll keep playing that game. So some guys, they actually believe that shit and say, I can convince the woman, I can win her over and all of that.
And then when they don't, they're upset. I'm used for foodie calls and all that. You know what that reminds me of? That reminds me of this. Where is it at? Here it is. I had it ready.
All women are not hoes. We're talking 25% tops. But if they not all hoes, then why I got to pay to take them out to eat then? You meet a girl, you take her out to dinner, but you're not paying the girl. You're paying the restaurant. But I'm paying, which makes her a hoe. Why don't I just give her the money I was going to spend on dinner? And that hoe can go grocery shopping.
That makes sense to me. And this is why all this stuff, in my opinion, is just confusion and just all kinds of chaos. Because again, I've done videos, Coach done videos. I actually got that from Coach, so shout out to Coach on that. Dating stems from prostitution. It's barely a century old, literally in the 1920s. It stemmed from prostitution. That's why everything's a freaking chaos, man. You gotta be a freaking, you know what you gotta be? You know what you gotta be to take these women seriously out here on the spectrum, past 30. You know what you guys gotta be? It's been a minute. Yeah. You gotta be, bro. You gotta be. You gotta be a court jester, man. Hey! Hey! Nothing wrong with a woman having standards, but you got to make sure to have some that you stand on. You stand on yours, in my opinion. But I agree with Brother Ron, man. Especially in 2025, man. Men are putting themselves in the friend zone at this point, man. Again, they're imprinted by certain individuals who aren't doing that. They see you coming a mile away. Mr. Long Play did that video the other day. You can't fake attraction. has money, is attractive, but not spiritually. He doesn't have the internal spirit. Not always about the looks, not always about the money, man. Be careful, man. Hey, man, I've been vindicated a long time ago. I'm just looping it. Man. Be wary out there. They're not stupid. They're tethered to chaos. Disobeyed the Most High, and this is the results of all this. Have fun out there. I say go on, just pay for it and just be done with it. If you're gonna go that route, go on and pay for it. In my opinion, you're doing it anyway. You're wasting more energy, attention, and time doing it that way, and still got a little did all that low effort dating. Why was like you gotta be a freaking court jester to sit up there and try to win this over? Why would somebody want to sit up there and pay for dates and again, 2 peas in a mother sucking pie? Let me see what else Brian got to say. I'll finish this up.
So a woman will say, let's just be friends, and the guy's still trying to win her over. In fact, a good game that some content creator can run if that content creator wants to get some people, and that could be a male or female, or get some men, and just say, this is how you can convince a woman not to be friends. This is how you can win her over.
Yep. Dudes out here, bro. I tell you.
That's a good game they run. But if a woman puts you in a friend zone, she just ain't, first of all, she's not turned on by you sexually. And ain't nothing you can do consciously to turn her on. Now, this ain't to say she can't be turned on later on, but it's not because of something you do. Because I even talked about that at Nice Guys and Play. This guy got put in a friend zone, but then he engaged in body game and he changed up, and the woman looked at him. And even then, you can't be conscious of it. You just gotta let shit happen. Because once a woman says you're in a friend zone, she really is telling you she won't get no pussy. She is not lusting. But a man puts himself in the friend zone by keep going anyway, by hanging out with her anyway, by listening to her as she talks about getting dogged by Tyrone. That's a whole other conversation. It shouldn't be Chad and Tyrone. It should be Tyrone, and then every now and then Chad got Tyrone in church. Yeah, I want to see you pick up on that. Anyway, right? She gets dicked down by somebody and might even crawl on his shoulders. Like, wow, God, so hard and stuff.
I get what he was saying on that. But yeah, man, I agree with him overall, man. What do y'all think? Y'all disagree? Yeah, especially in this day and age, man. You know they out there in these streets. Like what are we doing here? Like I said before, I'll say it again. In my opinion, the nice chunk of the space dudes want to get laid like Pookies and Chads, and you got the romantic guys who want to just be in love and happily ever after, and then we just fade away into the void together. It is what it is. But hey, man, that's all I got, man. I ain't got nothing else to add, man. I mean, that's pretty straightforward, bro. We'll see. Appreciate y'all tuning in, listening. Be sure to like the video. Like I said again, starting over sucks, but hey, we gonna keep trucking. It is what it is. Hey, the milk's been spilled. The die has been cast. All you can do is move accordingly. I am out, good peoples. Latest.